Officials in Nepal found that U.S. Marine helicopter that had been missing for days. 6 Marines and 2 Nepalese soldiers are missing and presumed dead after their chopper crashed on a mountainside earlier this week. They were on a mission to deliver supplies to earthquake victims in a very remote region. Another crew who was nearby in the reports they heard chatter from the Marines that there may have been a fuel problem on board just before all contact was lost and the chopper dropped from the radar. The engineer who was at the control of the Amtrak train that derailed in Philadelphia is expected to speak with National Transportation Safety Board investigators in the next few days. The NTSB revealed this morning that the train actually sped up drastically before it went off the tracks. More than 200 people were hurt and 8 people were killed in the deadly derailment earlier this week. The first funeral will be held today for one of the crash victims, a 20-year-old Naval Academy midshipman from Queens who was on his way home to visit his mother. As if the folks in Texas need more troubles following days of deadly storms and heavy rains, residents near Houston are reporting sudden alligator sightings as the water pushes them out of their homes. One local alligator trapper there says he's been extremely busy responding to multiple calls a day. One of those calls was from a business where a, quote, small alligator was in danger of being trapped in a pump. That animal was wrangled away and safely removed. And finally, the thrill is gone. Blues legend B.B. King died last night. True to his lifetime of being the consummate entertainer, the 89-year-old music icon kept performing until just a few weeks ago. Danielle Nottingham looks back on his remarkable life and career.
He was the last of the legendary bluesmen from the Mississippi Delta.
Thrill is gone away.
Riley B. King, the son of sharecroppers, was born on a cotton plantation. He hitchhiked to Memphis in his 20s and soon earned the nickname Blues Boy, or BB. Here's how he described the blues in an interview with CBS News.
It's good for me when I'm feeling bad and good for me when I'm feeling good. It's kind of like religious music is to a lot of people.
King influenced generations of rock stars, including Eric Clapton. They even did a song together called Riding with the King.
Don't you know you're riding with the king?
King also teamed up with U2 for a song in the band's documentary Rattle and Hum.
But I did what I did before love came to town.
The 15-time Grammy winner had an audience with Pope John Paul II. And in 2012, performed at a White House concert with President Obama.
Same old place, sweet home Chicago.
King was married twice, but the enduring love of his life was Lucille. That's what he called his first guitar and everyone he picked up since.
This is the Lucille the 15th. I just woke her up.
King had type 2 diabetes later in life, but still performed hundreds of concerts a year and continued to tour into his late 80s. He was also a licensed pilot who stopped flying around the age of 70. King always let his fingers do the flying and lived up to his nickname, the King of the Blues. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News.
Never had the chance to meet him, but I heard only wonderful things about him. B.B. King was awarded his last Grammy 6 years ago in the traditional blues album category for a project called One Kind Favor. We're going to have much more on how B.B. King was a real role model for so many people in this town and reaction from his fans. That's tonight on News Channel 5 at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock.